And welcome back. This is Descent into Avernus, and this is... What are we calling ourselves? Team Bravo.
Team Bravo.
Oh, I thought you were saying episode, and I'm like, no.
No, I was gonna go the episode, but no, that'll be in the list above below us. So good, you have defeated Amric, and he has given up rather than face the death.
Yeah.
Which is pretty accurate to what Mortlock's opinion is of him.
Well, one spell from Sophia would end him, so...
Yeah, he was quite surprised to see his henchman go down like that.
As was I, frankly.
As he was floating along. So, he is bound and gagged and ready for your next move.
Is he disguised? Have we...
We
was it like a
think we
hat or
discussed it.
a travel cloak or something so you just can't see his face?
I take the blanket out of my backpack and I say, is this helpful?
He does have a hood to his
Oh,
cloak.
it's much less suspicious, yes.
So, my suggestion is that we put the cloak over his head and someone carries him through our tavern. We can claim perhaps that he's a friend of ours who's quite drunk, and we can disguise his ropes and stuff under his cloak.
Mortlock could definitely carry him.
Carry him, yes.
Easy.
He takes great pleasure in hauling him around like a sack of potatoes.
Nice. Well, the Vathampur villa is on the other side of town.
Yes.
We are currently here.
So I think we should return to our digs and scheme from there. I mean, strategize.
Because oath
Talk
devotion
honestly.
people
We
don't...
don't scheme.
Talk honestly and openly about
that's right.
how we are going to improve the world.
That's right.
All right, so you make
Only
it back.
positive vibes.
You make it back to the Hungry Griffin. There's a bunch of barricades up around the area where the earth fell in.
Yes.
And so it's not a direct route, you have to kind of skirt around it. And they, you manage to disguise your way in and haul him in, pretending that he is drunk.
Great.
It is quite late, it's midnight or so now, so...
As those of us walking, we're all very keenly aware of our surroundings. I might do a perception check if there's a,
Anyone following us?
I've got click face in the
teenager
opposite way
or
too.
Teenager.
So
Well,
your click is checking the back?
Yeah.
Yep.
which we don't know, just to make sure we're not being followed.
So you are being followed. Yes, this...
I rolled a 20.
Well, Click is watching as well, and she, without making any kind of disguise about it, you're being followed by this cloaked person from the bar.
Okay. I might allow, I'd like to turn and face our follower. She doesn't appear to be a danger, and she doesn't appear to be pretending to have ulterior motives.
Yeah.
So.
She walks up to you and pulls back her cloak, and again does the motion where she shows off the circlet with the sigil of Torm in the middle of it, and she says, I thank you. I'm hesitant to stop you again, my diminutive friend, but I do believe that we may be able to help one another.
Does she know that it's next? I'm a little dwarf with the
Oh, that's right.
But you met us at dwarf too?
No.
That's how she slipped past it.
Yep, sorry.
No, I think. Okay, she
You're
sees
right.
past
My
her
mistake.
disguise.
Oh, smooth.
Yes, that's how the DMs
Wow,
do it.
Wow, what level is she? She must be like amazing.
She says, my name is Rhea Mantlemorn, and I am a Hell Rider from Elturel.
So you know what's happened there?
I was training a few miles north of the city when I watched it vanish. Literally, the companion went out, and the ground simply opened up and swallowed the city.
Should we talk about this in somewhere a bit more private?
I would like that very much, yes.
Should we go back to
Why don't you join us in our quarters?
You are...
Syra Dawnbreak
Ah.
of the Dawnbreaks.
You are a paladin as well.
Yes, that's correct. I am of I serve Lathander.
Very
May
good.
his light be upon you.
Thank you. I serve Torm. We should trade stories.
Indeed.
So you're a redhead as well, right?
Yeah.
This is what freaked me out about your character. I was like, this is gonna be weird. So yes, she has red hair, freckles, and yeah, she's 19 years old.
Okay, well, this is like a 21-year-old other white, gold and red paladin as well.
Exactly. So strange. Okay.
Vaguely excited to see each other.
You go
Remaining
into,
composed.
into the Griffin's Rest. The Griffin's
Yeah. These, strange question,
hungry.
the candles, are they beeswax or tallow?
In the Griffin,
Doesn't matter really.
do I
Yeah.
roll?
50-50.
They are
What are you
beeswax.
planning?
I'm going to grab some wax from either one, and I'm going to stop Amric's ears so he can't hear the conversation. That's what I was.
I would
Good.
like to give you a point of inspiration for that. I think
Well,
that's
damn.
for the
Hopefully, I don't roll a 1 this
for
time
the
on my point of
scheming-
inspiration.
Yes.
Yeah, no. Honestly, shedding the light of Lathander through.
That's right.
Yes, stopping his ears from hearing the chat.
Yeah, the scheming person is good to be able to not hear anything. Okay, so you enter the tavern and what? You go to your rooms or into the main room?
No, I think we should go to our rooms if
Mhm.
we're going to be discussing what we think we'll be discussing.
All right.
Can Click perhaps provide some protection from people from ears listening in?
Yeah. Or I can also use alarm if we really need to. So I can alarm our room to make sure that no one's entering or anyone's in the vicinity of where we are.
Yes, we need to make sure that no one's listening at the walls because I imagine this place is not created for these kinds of conversations.
Well, I can ask him to go outside and just to alert us if there's anyone.
That would be.
Happy to do that.
I might appraise Vendetta of everything we've done.
Okay.
Because she stayed, isn't she?
That's right.
You said appraise, and I thought of the counter and
Right,
appraisal.
right. Yeah,
and
I'll move it to the next account.
I went to a different, wholly different place. Goodo. So, you're in the room. Rhea is there, and
Mantle Morn, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Mantlemore. Yes.
So perhaps before we begin, Rhea, could you tell us your story? Why are you here and
Well,
what do you know?
as I mentioned, I was on a training mission and watched the ground swallow my home, and it just everything turned black. The companion's light went out, and the city appeared to crumble and sort of sink below the horizon. I can't express how horrible this was to me, to see the place of my birth and where my family and everybody who I'd ever known and trained with and loved disappear like that. I managed to gather together a ragtag group of refugees, and we fled to Baldur's Gate. We managed to get in before they sealed the city, and I didn't get too far before I was confronted by a group of flaming fist soldiers who cornered us, and I had to cut one of them in order to get away. I did not want to attack them, but they left me no choice. From there, I stole a cloak to hide my armor and weapons. I've been a fugitive ever since.
And how have you become aware of our doings in this city?
I saw you helping people escape the collapse of a portion of the city, and have been following you and watching your actions. You certainly appear to have some kind of notion about what's going on in the city, and I am somewhat at a standstill. I can't get into the upper city to see if Thavius Krieg is there, because I believe he has some answers for us.
Oh,
Go on.
perhaps one of us should converse who won't incriminate themselves slightly at this point, Clara.
Go on then.
Yes, we've been ridding the city of...
Do you plan on lying to me? Is that-
No, not that. Just, yes, we were indeed.
Don't worry, it's okay. I cast Zone of Truth. No one can lie now.
No kidding. Seriously?
Did you?
No, I just say this.
Oh, you just
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da!
Wow, what? You're expending a spell slot for this? Oh my god! It's PC combat, surely.
Nice.
No, I simply say that we were. Yes, indeed, we were involved with the evacuation, but we were.
Well, we uncovered the. Are you aware of the Dead Three?
Oh, yes, I've been hearing about their activities in the city. This whole place is a cesspool of corruption and murder and death.
That is also our concern. We uncovered their dungeons beneath an area of the city, which is what caused the collapse, I'm afraid.
Oh, I see.
And that led us to this gentleman, Mortlock. This
And-
giant before you.
She says, hello. And Mortlock grunts.
Who has advised us that his brother and his family may have some ties to the chaos that has taken hold in this city.
I see. Well, I would certainly be wanting to come with you if you are planning on entering the upper city.
Well, that is our plan, although perhaps we shall draw them to us. That's what we were about to start. We were about to start a conversation around what we shall do with his brother, who is this man you can see tied, bound, and gagged, and ears plugged in the corner.
Uh-huh.
For we have captured him in the hopes to lure his mother to us. What was the name of the family again? The Van Thampo. Are you aware of the Van Thampo?
I am aware of the Van Thampers. I believe,
Just like saying Van Thamper.
I believe that Thaddeus Krieg was seen in the company of some of Van Thamper's guards leaving Elturel. I've been wanting to go and talk to the Van Thamper family to find out if this is true or not.
And this, so what was the name of the...
Thaddeus Krieg.
And who is Thaddeus Krieg, and why do you believe that he may be able to shine some light on the mysteries?
He is the... I can't remember his title. He's like the mayor of
Oh, okay,
Elturel.
cool. So we should know that.
He's the chief counselor.
Okay,
But he's come here.
yeah.
My understanding is that he did not sync with the city and is somewhere in Baldur's Gate.
Captain should go down with their ship.
Says the pirate.
Are you?
I mean, sailor.
My plan is to become a pirate with thrall by a far more sensible land-based plan.
Even though we're sea-based, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we
For attacks and chaos purposes, yes.
Okay.
At this point, Mortlock stands up and he says, I believe my word was to help you capture my brother, and I have done this. I would like to leave this city now before it claims me as it has so many others.
We don't need you to persuade your mother to come and talk and retrieve your brother?
The only thing I can suggest is that my mother will never, ever set foot outside of her family home in this state of affairs. She does love this particular idiot more than anybody else, and I would suggest that you use him as a bargaining chip to get both into the upper city and into her estate.
Is there any other damning information that we can use against her? That is inside family knowledge?
Anything you know about her that might help?
My mother has a long history with the sewers, and there is a large complex hidden underneath the Van Thamper estate. If there are secrets to be found, they are there.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Mortlock. Thank you for helping us in our quest.
Greatly appreciated.
I believe there were some gems in that hole.
Yes.
Is there... Thank you. You giving them all to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
He goes, this is now hopefully a better life.
Yes, I will pray that your life is more light in future.
Before you go, do you know one of the entrances?
He's
Well,
visibly choked up. He's, yeah.
Do you know any of the
Aw.
entrances into the sewers? Anything
Sure.
around here that we could know?
There is one entrance inside the there's a stable inside the grounds, and there I believe there is an entrance to the sewers there. Other than that, you need to go into the mansion itself.
Alright, thank you.
He bids you all adieu, and sort of nods at Rhea, and Rhea nods at him, and then he leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Cool. New companion. Swapsies.
At this point, Vendetta also pipes up, and she says, I think this life is not for me. I should like to return to my employer. Of course I will not mention anything that's happened here, but I do wish you the best.
Of course, Vendetta. We trust you completely.
Thank you.
And may you find a safe and happy life.
From everything that's happened, I think safe and happy lives do not occur inside the walls of Baldur's Gate, so I shall be seeking to relocate as quickly as possible. It's weird because every person you've come across is wanting to leave this city as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
So, yes, so she departs as well.
Okay.
Yep, alright. There goes my messenger.
Oh,
Never mind. Have to
Okay.
hire an urchin.
yeah. Plenty of him.
So, next steps.
This, indicating Amric. It sounds like we have to go to the upper city.
It does sound that way. Perhaps we should not bring him with us, though, since he is our only bargaining chip.
Yeah, we might
Perhaps
secret
ensure
him
us.
away somewhere.
We might ensure our safety if she doesn't know where he is.
I think if we tell his mother we've got him, secure passes to the upper city from her,
Can we ask him to write something and seal it with his sigil?
cut off a finger.
He's got a couple more.
Sure.
So
How
we
do
need,
I add Rhea to the?
you could
the-
create a character. So your
I-
character rather than
I've done that.
Where is she?
I don't know how to
Is it good?
assign her to this,
I don't know that you can because you're the host.
because I'm the host.
Yeah.
Dang.
Weird. Okay. I'll play her then.
Okay.
So you're having a short rest?
We can have a long rest if we want one.
Yeah, I think
It's
we need
nighttime,
a long
you know,
rest.
into that.
We're going to need to keep watch though, since we've,
Well,
A
alarm.
high
We've got
value.
alarm. Haven't we?
Yeah.
We set alarm.
Yeah.
That lasts 10 hours.
Yeah, I can set an alarm and then go to sleep so I don't use the spell slot.
I'm gonna take my rope out and secure Amric to something and just double up on his banding. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
He's
put-
not going anywhere.
No, I'm gonna put Click near a window so he can look outside, and he has dark vision up to 60 feet, I think.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
If we sent one of his daggers, is that going to be enough to identify him? Do you think?
well, so we'll have our rest first and then discuss when we're rested in the morning what
Yeah.
we'll do. But effectively the plan is get a message to the mother that we have her son, not let her know where he is, get into the palace without him, and then try and get our ways to the sewers, I guess, for the secrets, or see how it plays out. Expect that she'll have, we probably don't want to get into a fight there because we'll be in her stronghold.
That's right. And I guess we'd want to go around the area that we want to meet up so we can scope the area too.
Yeah, maybe we can have some people scope out the sewers first. So a nap.
We nap.
Long rest.
Long rest? Okay.
Yeah. Get fired.
So you wake up and Amric is still bound.
Excellent.
Oh.
What?
Okay. All right. Okay. So Oh yeah. Good morning. Hey. So it might be useful if we get some of the contingent of guards out of the estate, and we happen to have a pretty good bargaining chip.
Mm.
Now you've been keen to use the uncivil serpent.
Mm.
Now maybe if we set a person on a boat and set them off sailing, that'll kind of disrupt their security systems long enough for us to breach a bit more easily.
But we have to fight our way onto the Silver Serpent, right?
Yeah, we have to take the silver serpent.
By
Okay.
force.
Okay.
They are susceptible
We-
to sleep.
And we do have.
That's
Or
right.
you could just hire them.
Oh!
They're
Yes.
susceptible
We
to gold coin as
Do
well.
have 523 gold coins.
You're a very useful teenager. Great suggestion. Good.
So what the suggestion is that we have them take Emmerich and sail him around
Yeah,
for them to search for, and hopefully that she'll send some of her guards out to find him.
that's what I was suggesting.
We should probably just. I think the main thing right now is we need to scout out the. Was there one entrance through the sewers?
We
That-
know
that he knew of.
that he knew of. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
So we need to scout out that entrance.
Mm.
We need to figure out how many get a sense of the location and layout.
Mm-hmm.
Message to Mum.
Mm-hmm.
We've got your boy.
Mm.
Yeah.
Want to meet for a chat to get him back.
Yep.
Hire horses. Because where do horses have to be stabled?
Yes.
Yeah.
They stable them in the stables?
Yeah, I know,
My mind
right?
alone.
And then chat to Mum, find out stuff.
Was
Go
all-
back to stables, go into sewers,
Mm.
and tell her location of boy if we hire the pirates.
So step one, I think, is scout area.
Mm.
Shall we go for a walk? A morning stroll?
Mm.
But we can't get into the upper city. We're barred from
Are we?
the upper city. Isn't the upper city kind of cordoned off?
Is there any way for us to get close to the actual...
Well, if you're a noble, you can bring anybody into this upper city that you like.
I believe I'm a noble.
Hmm.
Features and traits? Yeah. Noble born.
We also have a noble in captivity.
That's true.
Yes, but he might not. You know,
Oh my
Play
goodness.
nice.
they're with me.
Mm.
But you're bound and gagged.
Also, that's our trademark.
Yeah,
Don't use that.
binding and gagging.
No, that they're with me.
Yeah, so
Oh
I'm
right.
a noble.
Yes.
Bit of both.
I'm a noble, so
All right.
I should be able to...
All
and
right.
I would prefer some accompaniment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shall we? Well, we can just do our own scouting.
Yeah.
Honest and truthful.
Yeah, well, my aim here is just to get a sense of the layout of where we're headed to, see if I can count how many guards are on the parapets and all of that stuff, and whether we can find where this entrance to the sewers are.
Mm-hmm.
I can bring people with me into this as a noble,
Sorry,
or would it others? If I brought the party, would it look suspicious?
no,
Okay.
No.
no.
Should I go and hire the?
It's not a lockdown. It's just a kind of a, heightened sense of. They just want to keep the riffraff.
And
out.
we're all part of the.
That's what the fire
Fist.
flame
Yes.
fist.
So we can have a reason to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Should some of us go and hire the uncivil serpent?
I think we should sound out first and then make a decision about whether we're going to
Yeah.
use them.
I think that's fair.
whether it's gonna be-
Before we get underway, though, can we split the gold so everybody has an amount of gold, just in case once we split up, we can that's resolved. Sorry for the administration.
That's right. We might need some to hire a pirate ship.
Yeah.
So how much do we have?
523.
Okay.
One.
So
30 each.
104. Yeah.
And 3 left over.
Oh, 130. Yes.
Yeah, 130 each. So everyone add 130 to your.
Yay.
Cool. And as a thank you very much for earlier, you Pauls. It was greatly appreciated, and I hand you back 15 gold.
Ooh. Dividend.
It's nice
What was
to have
that
so
from?
much gold back.
From lending.
I bought some silver shavings to make holy water,
Oh,
and
that's right.
I fairly ruthlessly pressured you, Paulus, to give me the 20 gold for it.
That was what it looked like in hindsight until now, and now it was just a good business decision.
Nice.
So I'll brush up and put on my fine clothing and make myself look, or over my chainmail,
Okay.
make myself look as more
Respectable.
noble born as possible.
A new tabard.
Yes, that's right.
Fancy words.
Good.
And head towards the Upper City?
So
You're just saying that so we have to say we're with you.
That's right.
the only reason we're
That's
doing
the
it.
rule.
We're forced now.
Yeah.
so what are we going to do? We'll do an autumn day. So
Is Rhea with us?
Rhea's with you.
Right.
Yes.
Mhm.
She is wearing her cloak kind of over her head, and you head up towards the upper parts of the city. The upper parts of the city are encased by quite a large and imposing wall, and there are a few gates that come in and out of here. Every gate to the upper city is vigilantly guarded by 20 guards. As you approach the group, they start to eye you down and put up a hand to stop you and say, "What is your business in the upper city?"
I'm Sire Dombrick of noble blood, and I bring these folk to do a surveillance to ensure there's no turmoil happening in the city. We've been charged by the Flaming Fists to patrol areas of the...
Oh, you've got your symbols?
Yeah.
Flush my badge.
Badges.
Oh,
Cricket.
all right. Very, very good. What about that one? I didn't see her badge.
Oh, she's a guest of ours. She has some information that might help us to secure the walls.
Very well. On you go.
Not a lie to be told.
It wasn't.
Jeez.
It's true.
Yes, well done. So you managed to get past the gate. The Vanthampur estate is there on the map. And is there a description of the villa? The Vanthampur villa is a stately stone edifice with a detached stable house. Both buildings have sloped rooftops covered with red clay tiles. A 12-foot high stone wall encloses the villa. And I can't read you the rest because that's secret DM stuff.
Right.
Okay, so scouting around the walls, I
So we've
suppose.
left Emmerich tied up.
So we're here to
Yeah, so
verify
he's-
the security of the Van
He's not with us though.
Oh, he's back there.
Yeah, we didn't.
He's,
Okay.
he's,
Yeah, I thought he
he's
was
at
still in the
back,
room.
Oh.
tied to
We
the
didn't bring him
bed
with us.
and-
We're
yeah.
just scouting at this point.
Right.
So do we want to do a? I don't know, do we check out the parameters? We'll probably be watched by the guards if we're all too suspicious.
Well,
then.
12-foot tall walls pretty much tells us everything we need to know, really, I suppose.
Well,
And is with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Racing behind.
so I guess what I'd be curious about is, so it's a villa, it's an estate. Does it have is it surrounded by other estates, or are there laneways around it?
Yeah, definitely. It is a block unto itself, and so you have the villa walls, and then a garden on the inside. You can see trees and hear birds and stuff, and then there's sort of a 2-story villa with a tower in the middle.
Okay, and around the compound, there are roads leading around it?
Yeah, roads leading around. There is 3 main entrances to the villa, and you can see on one of the corners is probably where the stable is. There's a building that's sort of attached to the side of the
Cool.
walls.
Okay, 'cause I guess I would like to try to go for a walk around the block and just gesture at walls and plot out and talk to our informant here who's got great knowledge about masonry and just observe this thing and kind of look for sewer grates or weakness in walls, stuff like that.
Right.
Just kind of take a little jolt.
Yes, there's definitely sewer entrances and things like that all around the place. Drains and storm water drains and all of those sorts of things. None of them look particularly accessible. They're
While they're doing that, can I approach the actual other guards at the gate towers?
yes, correct.
Okay, can I approach and have a chat with one of them?
Mm-hmm.
And also, with the grates, are they big grates or little, the holes in the grates?
They're mostly little grates.
How little is the
You do manage to find one that is sort of a circular one that can be lifted up.
But is there a hole that Click could get into?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Alright, so I'm going to send Click to do some investigating of his own, and that he can just start going around the sewers and just jumping around, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, activate traps for us.
he doesn't have much. But at least then he can start clicking to the correct one that we need to go into.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so how does he report back? How does he?
He'll just do a clicking sound. So I would know that it's hit him, I guess, because I don't know what he sounds like.
But can he speak to you, or?
No.
So you're trying to get him to just scout through the layout so that if we end up down there, he knows.
Because he has dark vision.
Right.
Okay.
I too have done.
So he's just making his way through, and he'll get back to you when he can.
Yes, so
Alright.
which is the best one to go into.
So,
Cool.
You're having a meeting. I should
I'm having a meeting.
I should compose a note to
Yeah.
Mum
Oh,
saying.
okay.
So I'm going to write the note in Infernal.
Excellent. In the book,
Yes.
there is an excellent Infernal to English script guide.
Lovely.
Yes.
This will
So
work
there you go.
very well on
Good.
camera as I write my note in Infernal.
But you don't have to actually write the note. But yes, I thought that was
Easy.
cute.
Nice.
They-
Yes, so I use the Infernal script
Okay,
and I compose this note.
sounds good. All right, you have a conversation with the guard.
Yes. I introduce myself. Hi, I'm Sarah Dawnbreak of the Flaming Fists.
What business do you have at the Vathampur estate?
There was some concern that with the collapse of the city that perhaps there could be some trouble about.
We ain't seen no trouble.
You haven't seen any trouble?
Nope.
You're confident that this is secure and the Vathampurs have not had any incidents of late?
We've sent investigators to the site of that incident, and we project no threat to the estate itself.
We'll have to report back then that there's no need for the Flaming Fist to come and assist in any way.
Oh,
Perhaps bolster your guard given the troubles in the city at this time?
we are very well stocked at the moment, so I don't see any reason for the Flaming Fist to be involved.
I see. Okay. That's all I was looking for.
All right.
Just to get a sense of whether we're prepared. Can I actually do any perception rolls about insight rolls around whether he was being honest and
Yeah, go for it.
so that's a 13 for
13?
insight.
Yeah, you get the sense that he was a bit surprised by your question. It doesn't look like the Flaming Fists and they have had much contact. Like they don't sort of collaborate, I think is the word. So he was a bit surprised by that. But other than that, you sense that he was probably telling the truth.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
So Click arrives back, and
I stay around the area that we originally went around, and I just like paddle the ponies and stuff, so he can come back. So yeah, I tell him to come back to me when he's done mapping the under area.
Horses.
and we've got the
Cows in the stable.
The cows in the stable. So there's so Click arrives back. I'm not sure how it's going to communicate what it's found to you.
So I ask him which is the best entrance to get into the sewer.
He clicks twice. It clicks twice.
Okay, can you show me where to go?
It clicks twice.
Okay, so if I put it down though, because he can still move, and I just ask him, please show me which is the best way to go in. So he can move and he can lead me to it, and I can just pretend that it's my new toy that I've gotten from the toy shop.
So it walks towards the front gate.
Okay. Alright. So I think that's enough for me to pick it up, obviously, and just report. I'll tell the others when I meet up with them.
Okay.
I think by this point, Ray and I's little stroll is at an end, and we're regrouping.
Right. You head back. You reconnoiter back.
Yeah,
with these
we've
guys.
just done a around the block, just talking and gesturing, and I think we're probably about.
Any information?
All I know is they feel safe and secure, and they are well staffed.
I'm going to give them a note.
Ah, I see.
We have your son, Amaric. If you wish to see him alive again, you will meet with our representatives and answer their questions. Amaric's whereabouts will then be provided to you.
Very intimidating.
It's in Infernal.
Ah, well,
Yeah.
now I see.
And how will they get the message back to us?
Yes, I was.
They will. What my plan is to give it to the guard at the gate, who presumably won't speak Infernal. He will then take it to his lady, who presumably won't speak Infernal, and she must meet with us, or she must find someone who speaks Infernal.
Should we give them another site to meet us so they know where to meet?
So we know that she won't come out of this building. So if we assign another site, then she'll send a representative.
Or a time where they could meet our representative.
That's right. So if we give them, even if we just say, we get them to take us up to her, we just need we need to send a time and place for someone to meet us. Even
Yeah,
if it's
of
a
course.
representative.
But we definitely need a way for us to communicate.
That's right.
Or we could say, allow us in, and if our representative hasn't heard from us in 2 hours' time, then Amaric's life is forfeit.
I like that. And if we're looking for a place to meet, we do know that we can fortify Chandelier Lane quite reasonably.
The other thing we could do is have hire the civil serpents to pretend to be the ones who are holding him and to meet with her and infiltrate with their group as disguised pirates and then sneak away to find our ways to the sewers while they're debating with her.
How are you going to be at pretending to be a pirate then, Syra? I would love to see it. I think you'd be very dashing as a pirate, but I don't know.
Would your gods get a bit
I-
angry if we do deception towards the civil serpent?
Well, I mean, it was just a suggestion.
I could
I'm
give
backing
you.
it.
I could give you lessons. Arr.
Well, I could probably infiltrate a different way, or get in another way. But what I'm saying is, if we came in a larger group that then took the attention of her and her gods, and we could sneak away and start investigating the matter, and perhaps make our way down to the sewers while she is working with the uncivil servants to try.
Or if our representative, one of us, is susceptible to a bribe by her, then when we come to meet, we could make sure that her men go to the uncivil serpent whilst we're here, because we've given away the location of Amaric.
Yeah,
That's good. Yeah.
So we're double crossing ourselves deliberately to allow us to get down into the sewers.
So what you're suggesting is you give them the note, but then give a wink that you might be someone who's willing to give some information and say that he's actually at the uncivil serpent, and then infiltrate while they're looking at the uncivil serpent.
I feel like
Also a good
we
idea.
should let the uncivil serpent know that they really need to hightail it.
We need
at
to
the
hire
very
the
least.
uncivil serpent first, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, how would they be if we're saying we're going to set these off to you?
Oh yeah, we'll definitely have to be like, oh, take this box over there real fast. Go.
How tall is the walls again?
12 feet.
Okay.
Way
Damn it.
taller than you.
Because my buoyancy only goes to 10 feet.
Oh, that's right.
Bother.
Yeah.
Oh, you could totally reach up.
Okay.
It's 2 feet.
Yeah.
You do have
maybe,
little arms.
maybe everybody else can, so I can
Quickly
get the others to go over the wall and then let me in.
Doesn't that mean that the target gets a flying speed of 10 feet, but they're not restricted to an altitude of 10 feet?
Maybe. Who knows? It's all very interesting.
I would totally say that you can get over the wall with
Okay.
buoyancy.
With buoyancy?
Right.
So we only need one person to go in to unlock the front gate for everybody else to enter.
As long as they're not caught by guards. So what we're thinking at the moment is, in some way, we get a distraction where they're chasing the uncivil serpent, or engaged with the uncivil serpent in some way, and we use that as our avenue for exploring the manor and possibly the sewers, or getting her lady alone, unarmed or unguarded.
Sounds good.
Both all good plans. Excellent. Okay. So I think we need to go speak with the uncivil serpent
Yep.
as a probably first thing, since this plan relies heavily on them being involved.
But I think we just hire them.
Well, that's the aim, but we don't know whether they'll want to be hired for this particular task.
It's a very specific and dangerous job.
It is extremely dangerous.
How much do we need to tell them? If we just ask them to be our sellswords and we just don't tell them why, we just say we're planning to do something and they just happen to be overthrown by the family, they wouldn't know that it's from us, would they? Okay, well, they know that they're attacking the uncivil serpent because of us.
Well, if we just ask them to keep
Regardless.
a package safe,
of this man. We would like you to keep this man
Well,
safe.
If she casts disguise on him again, then
It's not a spell. It's a.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alternatively, I can put the blanket on him. It can look like a body pillow.
Mm.
Like easy, done.
A body pillow.
That's it.
Wrap him up in a rug.
oh, disguise is disguise, like
Just draw
Actual
my favorite
makeup
anime
and-
character.
Yeah.
stuff.
Or we can just do a decoy there and just keep him at the Hungry Griffin too, so we have a backup.
Let's lay
So
it
your
low.
disguise is not magical. It's just the disguise kit.
So we can do a disguise kit, but I do have disguise self, which is magical.
That's so.
That's self though. Yeah.
That's self, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do we disguise him so he doesn't look like Amric? We shave his beard.
Mm.
That would
Oh, we humiliate him
awful.
so much. We pluck it. Oh. Ow.
I like the
Jesus.
idea of a decoy. So we leave him in the Hungry Griffith.
Oh my gosh.
We take something else to the.
How honest is this?
It's true.
But you don't have to do it.
No, you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do.
We can do
Follow
this
this.
on
Yeah.
behalf of you.
No
All right.
compunctions.
So we're gonna need a
Well,
decision.
If
We-
anything, we're not putting him in danger.
We're hiring that. We've got to go and hire the Uncivil Serpent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You head off to the Uncivil Serpent, and it's sitting there on the docks, and yeah, people eye you warily as you walk up the gangplank.
Cool.
We'll let you lead the way.
Alright. I walk up the gangplank knowingly with my sailor swagger.
Yeah, you have an advantage on this, I believe.
Yes.
What's your game there, Tiefling?
We'd like to hire your services. I put on my sea voice.
You'll be wanting to speak to the captain then.
That's right.
All right, he's in his room. I'll show you the way.
I know where the captain's cabin is. I head aft.
You do, and all right. You
I knock.
knock, and he opens the door and he says, "Who are you?"
I am Eupolis. I would hire your services for.
I know who you are. You're that tiefling from the bar.
No. Must have been. What bar?
The elven song.
No, I don't think so.
Yes. I grew up with a tiefling and I recognise him right away. Your gold flecks point you out. What's your business here?
I'd like to hire your services.
What do you want us to do?
We would like you to take a package aboard and sail it around the harbour for a jaunt.
Done.
What's your price?
The location of Tarina.
Who?
The
Tarina.
the lady
the,
at the
the
pub.
spy that we were. Yeah.
I do not know of who you speak.
You know what I speak of, and that's my price.
She's at the Van Manor.
Oh yeah. And watching on NPC combat.
And cleaning up.
I was nowhere near the Van Pur.
I am sea-based.
I was on a pleasure cruise. Yeah, I might. Do I just? Yeah, I think I might. I think she's in the upper city.
We had information that she left. That's interesting. We can't get into the upper city because it's all walled off.
We can get into the upper city.
Really?
Yes, we have a noble.
Really?
Yes, take a look at her noble demeanour.
I think that Sarah's probably looking pretty dissatisfied about us being
Yeah, I think
among
this is
criminals.
This is not.
I think,
Crouching in her cloak, like,
and I'm standing just behind you, like.
Ah, look.
Note
Yeah.
the sour, downturned face of the disgruntled noble woman.
He definitely says, Passage to the upper city, 100 gold.
I messaged you, Paul. I said maybe he could give the note to the lady herself. So it gets two birds with one stone.
I nod. I suggest that you give this note to the man at the gate. It's written in
It's just
purple.
scribbling.
That is the noble and beautiful language of my people. I would suggest that you give that note to someone at the Vanthampur Manor.
And what's it say, though? If it says, kill the holder of this note, I'm not going to be happy.
This is the phrase, kill the holder of this note.
This does me no good.
Well, it's not this one, is it? No, I haven't written that down. Giving it a quick. So the word for kill in. Oh my.
You just start like a full,
full
like language
grammatic
lesson.
lesson.
You need to conjugate the verb.
To kill. Yes, no. People called Roman, they go house. Motion to
Okay.
lords.
All
Yes.
right. So you want me to deliver this to the Vanthampur family, and what else?
And take our package aboard and cruise around the harbour.
So who's coming looking for this package then?
Well, the idea is you cruise. When you come back, the package will be allowed off your boat, and they will collect it.
All right. Well, I'll send my cabin boy to deliver the note then.
Where is this young, fine cabin boy lad?
Philip, in here. A halfling boy, sort of tiny boy, comes rushing in, and says, "Yes, boss. Here, take this. Follow these guys, and we'll need that 100 gold up front."
I'll take it out of my own.
Excellent. Job's a good one.
We will deliver you the package, and once around the harbour, should be fine.
All right then. I've done worse for 100 gold. Will be delivered as fast as those little legs can carry it.
Excellent.
So he dashes off, and
He's following us, isn't he?
Oh, he's following you. That's right, because he needs you to get in
How
there.
is she gonna know from the note that that's?
No. It's all planted.
Can I just say also, why don't we use the things that you're getting appraised as the thing that needs to go around, because it's from their dungeon too, so they know that we've been there.
Oh yeah, we should forget this one.
Yeah.
I don't want to give them anything valuable though.
But
I
it's
just
not
don't like-
but it's not valuable to us, right? They said that they didn't know how much it was actually worth. The
It's not really not worth
And-
necessarily
and
money.
My
Also,
idea
they're
was
awful artifacts of evil things.
Philip might not be Philip, because if Philip is a halfling cabin boy, someone is of similar stature to Philip, and they might be Philip. When they get
Okay, what's the convolution this time?
Om, this
Yeah.
guy's self,
Oh, yeah.
to look like Philip.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh.
No, but to what end?
To
To
the
get back
response.
onto this boat?
To give away the identity.
Okay.
So,
alright.
so our whole thing of evacuating the Vanthampur Manor.
all right.
Okay.
Does that
so-
make sense?
So
I'm
Philip is
trying to
going.
understand this way. I'm trying to follow this plan. We're giving them a note that doesn't describe who it is from or anything. We're
No.
assuming they're probably going to take Philip when he gives them this note and torture him, right?
Mhm.
I'm actually deeply concerned about that personally. We're basically
No, so
asking
basically
someone
it's
to go
gonna be-
in and say, I have your son, but I have no information about where it is or who you should communicate with.
Well, I think the innocent lookingness of a cabin boy means he's not going to know anything.
True.
Do we know whether the son had a sigil, like his stamp or anything on it, like a wax seal?
Well, we've got
Yeah.
everything. We've got everything of his in our holding
So
bag of
can't we
holding.
just use his wax seal so it comes from him?
So why don't we say we're not going to deliver the note yet. We'll say we'll come back with the items and a note to be delivered.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get the wax seal and give some more information about where they're meant
So
to
we'll come
be
back with the note.
And maybe the stuff that you're getting appraised, and that could be the stuff that they're
Yeah.
looking after us, and then we'll just keep our actual person still at the Hungry Griffin. So we're not actually giving away, in case it all blows up in our face, we still have the bargaining chip. Does that make
Or-
sense?
So many times.
We've already gone down this path, so here we are.
All right. That's the plan.
That's the plan.
So it's not going to be Philip who gets tortured, it'll be Om. I'm sure that's fine.
Wow.
But it won't
So
necessarily
wait, we're
be
having Alm actually do the delivering of the letter.
as Philip.
Okay.
Change himself?
So she's really fine with this now.
No,
It's
she's
okay.
not.
No, I'll be fine. I'll be okay. I've
So
done this
do we
before.
now need to tie up Philip and keep him in a room as well? Are we just aggregating hostages?
No. Philip's with us, he's just not having to do the job.
But
We've
if he
run out
doesn't,
of rope.
but if he doesn't do the job, he doesn't report he's done. Okay, yep.
No, I go. So I go in his place to pick
Yeah,
up the answer.
And so Phil goes back to the boat and goes, I didn't have to do the thing. Super weird.
Well,
Don't
no,
worry
no,
about it.
yeah.
No, to them, they just have to deliver the note. They don't have to do anything. They just give the note.
Okay.
And
So-
we'll say in the script that
Yeah.
we'll come for your answer in an hour or whatever else.
Okay.
Cool.
And we need to go and pick up our crown.
So we need to explain to the captain that we're going to send the note later and that we need to go get our
Yes.
Got it.
item.
We'll send the note.
Alright.
Yep.
You seem disorganized, but you've paid me up
You
front.
have our gold.
So, I'm all good. You're on your own dime. So, we don't have dimes here in Baldur's Gate, but you know what I mean.
Excellent.
So, yes, you're coming back later.
Great. So we're going to go pick up our items.
Yep.
Write the note.
Yep.
Deliver that back. Philip will go with us to the Mantampurs
Uh-huh.
because he has to come with you to get access to the upper city. Disguise self as Philip. Deliver note. Stand there. Presumably they can't read the Infernal, and therefore they'll come and ask us. We make clear that.
And I can message you guys anyway. If I'm
Ask
getting
who?
to
The whole idea is that if they go, I can't read this note. Who wrote this note? We wrote this note. What's this note say? Oh,
And
that's
they
just
might be able to find a way to decode it. The main point is you need to deliver the note and then get the heck out of there before they
Yeah.
actually
But also
capture you.
point the finger at the uncivil
But we
servant.
need the note to somehow reference how they're going to get in contact with us. And the idea was that we then, because we can't say he's on the uncivil servant because that's too bleed and obvious.
What about on the docks?
Well, I mean, are we going to say in the note where he's held? No. We're going to act as though we're.
We can say
Yeah.
he'll be delivered to berth 73 on the docks, which is where the uncivil serpent will come back to.
I mean, I'm just trying to say because the original plan was that we looked like we were double crossing ourselves, right?
Mhm.
So the aim was if we say he's on the docks, it's like that's a trap. But if we say who knows where he is? Oh no, you've got me. Give me some money and I'll tell you where he is. Then
I can still
Is
do
that-
that.
Yeah,
I can
that's
still
still
do
the
that.
plan.
that's still the
Okay.
plan. Okay, that's just confirmed.
Yeah, when
It's
you brought up
just- it's just
torture, it
that
was like, well, there's no torture. It's just I'm willing to betray my employer.
It's just me doing it instead of the actual cabin boy doing it.
Okay.
And then I can relay all the information to you guys anyway, or let you listen in.
So we're letting go in alone to deliver a letter, and then
Well, no, we're delivering the letter.
Offer-
We deliver the letter at the gate. They
Yeah.
will take it to the lady. If they can't read Infernal, they have to come back to us and say, what does the note say?
but they'll find a way to.
Well,
and
if
also-
they do, if they find out what the note
I don't know,
says,
man. You come to
Yeah.
someone with an infernal note and go, "This is from a secret organization," and they're like, "You're coming with me
Yeah.
to help me." Like,
Yeah.
like are they just gonna be like, "Oh, thank you for the note and goodbye, stranger"? Like,
So what are you doing with Thirstwell? With Emmerich? Is he on the boat?
no. So
Currently
the
he's-
aim at the
he's-
moment is that we keep him in that tavern,
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
and we use the boat as a diversion with some kind of innocent cargo.
Yep.
That we're hoping to then send all the guards to. The question is, how do we motivate the guards to chase the boat? That's the question.
this is where I regret having not kept one of the chests.
But that's what I'm saying. The stuff that we got that we're putting on the boat is still from their stuff.
Mm.
So it's their belongings. So they know that we've been down there.
So if we give them the crown and the porcelain figure with the note to prove who we are,
Or do you want that on the boat?
No,
So
that
We're
was
on
the
the
cargo
boat.
for the boat.
on the boat.
How's about the letter reads, "Hey, we have your son. We are holding him, and we are amenable to talking. Meet us at this location at this time, so that we can discuss terms. Do not try to come for him. He's being guarded on this boat over here, the Civil Serpent. And if you try anything, he will be killed immediately."
Do we need to say that we need to have the lady herself there? Because otherwise she will send someone else. We have to be very specific.
She's not going to leave anyway.
Yeah, but are we
She's
happy
gonna
to
send
talk to
someone
Yeah,
else.
are we
Yeah.
happy to talk?
But
I just want to motivate her to send a lot of people out.
But we're planning to evacuate their manor so we can get in. Yeah.
That's right.
Sounds like a plan.
Does
I've got
Okay.
an alchemy fire too if we ever
you
need
good
it.
with it? You
All
good
right.
with the plan? You okay with the plan?
Sure.
Well,
Oh, no,
Honest.
oh, no. It's
I
not
think we should
particularly
move
honest.
forward.
Yeah. Cool.
Right.
So, you store some stuff. What are you storing on the boat?
We're going to go and get our crown and
Yes, so we need to go and see the jewelry shop. I've forgotten the names.
Oh, that's right. Because you left it there. Okay.
Mithander's jewellery? No,
No,
Lathander.
or...
Myth, the god.
Mystara.
Mystara.
Mystara's jewellery.
Mithander's like combined with this.
So, yes, she hands over the jewellery and she says, look, to the right buyer, this jewellery would be worth in the realm of 8 to 10 gold. We don't believe that a buyer could be found with our contacts. We would actually like to not purchase this from you.
Yes, of course. And do you have any idea if there are people in this city who would be, what this jewelry might be used for, and if there are people in this city who perhaps would want it?
It is definitely a piece that would denote someone of high order or importance in the cult of the dragon.
Okay. Thank you for your assistance.
Thank you. I think its price is the salvation of a city. Take it back.
Very good.
Right.
Okay,
So-
so we're going to box up these 2 items and
Box
hand it
them
to
up.
these.
Take it to the boat. The note says what you asked the note to say.
So the note now says, don't attack this thing because then we'll kill him immediately.
Yep.
Meet us in this innocuous place over there. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's on the boat. Don't come and attack us.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And we probably can just tell the captain that we don't actually need Philip. We're going to have our own messenger deliver the thing. But that I am, once the job is complete, I will happily escort him into the upper city to find, as promised, to give him access.
Yeah, Philip can just take the wares back to the boat. Just carry them for him.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yep. All right. Philip goes back to the boat with the stuff.
Yep.
You head off to the upper city. You use the same method to get through the gate, and you find yourself outside the villa.
So just before we get up there, I'll take the potion. So I look like him. And then I guess we just walk. I'm by myself.
Well, I think I was going to go with you as the obvious one who might speak Infernal. If they don't speak it and want to know what it says.
Right.
Is the aim though that we have someone who looks like a patsy so that they... Anyway, yes,
Either
go
or.
ahead.
Either or.
I will...
We can be close by in case they try and grab.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm nearby, gesturing at walls again.
Philip.
It's my favorite
Could I
pastime.
maybe... Is there a way that Click could help keep you safe by communicating with us, or...
He can't actually communicate per se. He just I just asked him to click. So I can ask him if you want me to ask him to do something, like click, like give a signal for something, like click once if I need help, click twice if whatever we need that to be, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's okay. If there's no...
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's alright.
But I can still use message as a cantrip to communicate with everybody. So I take my potion so I don't look like myself, and I walk up to the guard.
You walk up to the guard, and he says, "No panhandlers today, kid. Buzz off."
But excuse me, sir, I've got this for her lady.
Oh.
You mustn't open it. You must give it to her straight away, and you have to get back to me within. Yeah, it's already been
It's
stabbed.
sickle,
Yeah, so he knows it's.
Oh, it's got the sigil.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, come inside.
Oh, I don't feel comfortable. I'm not dressed for the
Get
occasion.
inside, kid.
Okay.
Okay.
So you walk inside. The gates open, and there's a path that leads up to the manor proper, and you walk into the double doors open to a where is it? A foyer. Apart from the main entrance, this room has 2 exits. A plaster shelf lined with ornate vases circles the room at a height of 9 feet. Spread across the flagstone floor is a 10-foot wide, 15-foot long rug of exquisite design depicting a royal coronation. 2 tapestries hang on the walls, depict a dragon flying over a ship and pilgrims on camels, respectively. So it's... as an artist, this is odd. There's camels and there's a coronation and there's a dragon. It just seems like a whole mishmash of sort of styles and artistic. It's like somebody who had no artistic style put this room together. It's very odd. So you're standing there looking around, trying to figure out what's going on, still holding the thing. And a very old, decrepit looking man comes in from one of the other doors and he says, "You have a message?"
I do, so here.
Thank
I've
you.
got it from my boss.
He opens it up and he says, "Oh." And he leaves and walks out the way he came in.
And there's still the guard next to me.
No, the guard goes outside.
Okay.
Sure hope Owen comes back out soon.
We're all just watching nervously.
No.
Ah.
I'm just eyeing the sewer, the manhole cover I found earlier, like,
He comes back with a very impressive looking woman. She is about 6'2" and she's built. Like she has broad shoulders, grey hair, and she looks to be about 60 or so. And she comes in reading the note. And she says, "Where are you from?"
From the docks, ma'am. I'm sorry, I can't read all right. I don't know what.
Yes, yes. Very well. Tell them we are agreeable to these terms. No, should keep it. Yes.
I do like an awkward bow, like what I think they should be doing to someone that's like, "Hi."
Right.
I'm like,
She's out of
"Thank
my
you, ma'am.
sight.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you," and then I just rushed out.
Okay.
Arms ready. Wait! Oh, there she is. Oh,
It's fine. It's fine.
oh wow! Ooh, ah, ooh.
So she exits. You exit. And yeah, all right. It is.
Do we just whistle around the main gate for a couple of hours and see what happens?
Yeah, there's a kind of a coffee shop across the way where you could sit and
roll for
watch.
macchiato.
So a tense few moments pass, and we will find out what happens on the other side of a break.
Oh. That was a lot of scheming.
I know.
That was a lot of scheming.
We'll see you next week.
Incredible.
We'll see you next week. There's an incredible amount of scheming. We'll see you next week to see what happens at the Van Thamper estate. Bye-bye.
Bye.